Am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. Hi everyone, so today I'm doing a drugstore makeup and skincare haul. I almost forgot what I was calling it then. Good one, Susie. I went a bit wild in Boots and Superdrug a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of you tweeted me saying haul please when I tweeted a photo of my ginormous Boots bag. So that is what I'm doing today. It's going to be a Boots and So I'm just going to get straight into the products, and I hope you guys like this video. So the first thing I picked up was the Bourjois 123 Perfect CC Cream. This has been out for about a year now, and lots of people have said that they liked it, and I just never got round to picking it up. I've got to say I really do like this, and it's actually a dupe for a very high-end favourite of mine. So I'm really excited to tell you about this one. It's very lightweight but kind of thick in its texture, but also a bit watery at the same time, but it has like a really kind of light to medium coverage, which is very rare for kind of more lightweight bases, and it reminds me a lot of the Dior Nude Skin BB Cream, which is this one I have here. These are incredibly similar, so much so that when I put them next to each other on my arm earlier, the only difference was that this one is ever so slightly more pink in its tone than the Dior one. If you put them half and half on my face, I would think that one side is just more pink than the other. The coverage is so similar. If the Dior BB Cream is not in your price range, I would definitely recommend picking this up. I applied it with fingers the same way I like to apply the Dior BB Cream, and it just blended so seamlessly. You don't need a lot either, which is great, and it looks flawless without the use of a brush as well, which is amazing. So if you are new to the world of bases and you don't necessarily want to invest in a brush, I would definitely recommend picking this up because it's flawless without one. Looking at what I've picked up today, I definitely went a bit wild at the Bourjois counter, but the next thing I picked up is the Bourjois Healthy Balance Matte Powder. There's not too much to say about powders ever, really. This one is shade 52, which, you know, they might as well not shade them. I think all powders tend to look quite translucent anyway, unless they're really thick and cakey, in which case you don't want it anyway. And this one is definitely not on the cakey side of things. I used it the other night and it reminds me of the Benefit Professional powder in the way that it applies so beautifully on the skin. It makes your skin look flawless, and it's not cakey, it's totally buildable. And I think it is lovely. I definitely like this more than Rimmel Stay Matte, which is saying a lot because I love Rimmel Stay Matte. So I would definitely recommend picking this up if you are on the hunt for a new powder. Next up is one from Bourjois that I've been meaning to pick up for a while now. It's their bronzing powder and highlighter duo. I'm never sure what to call it. A duo. You have the highlighter here, which is a very kind of, it's very sheer. It's not too highlighty, if I'm honest. It's not really got any shimmer in it. It's kind of just a bit powdery. It's very finely milled, which is nice. I can't really get any payoff of this with a natural fibre brush, which is what I would normally use to apply a powder highlighter. It just doesn't have the best payoff. I definitely think that this needs to be applied with fingers and then kind of blended over the cheekbones, and then I think it would look lovely. It's very subtle. It's not really got too much glitter in it, if any. It's very finely milled, and it does catch the light beautifully when blended over cheekbones, but it is quite difficult to work with. It's not a quick sweep and highlight. However, the bronzer is where I was pleasantly surprised. I was expecting to love the highlighter and not the bronzer. I have the Bourjois chocolate bronzer and I like it, but I don't love it. It's kind of quite patchy in its application. It's slightly less orangey than this one, which kind of just makes my skin look a bit dull. But this one applies really warm, which is perfect for olive skin tones. So if you have an olive skin tone and you kind of find yourself looking a bit grey, needing a bit of warming up, I would definitely recommend this. It also applies so beautifully. Like, I just sweep it over my cheeks and it just blends seamlessly. There's no patchiness, there's no really working it in. It just applies beautifully. Very similar to the Benefit Hoola bronzer. So if you're kind of looking for a more affordable version of that, I'd definitely look at this. And it's not a drugstore haul without a lot of lip products. So the first two that I picked up were the Rimmel Apocalips Matte Lip Lacquers, and I picked up the shade Orange-Ology, which I really like the name of, and then I picked up the shade Meteoric Matte. And Orange-Ology is obviously a very orangey, reddy colour. It's beautiful, I love it. And then Meteoric Matte is kind of a plummy, dark, pinky purpley colour. Very pretty. Love both of those. They're perfect for the last stretch of winter. I just think that they will kind of transition me into spring quite nicely. And then I've got myself covered going into spring. I picked up the Bourjois Rouge Edition Velvet in the shade Frambourjois. I've just butchered that. Let's pretend that never happened. This is a beautiful kind of bright warm pinky colour. I just think that it looks stunning. It's matte, so it's not going to be slippy and slidey. I'm not the biggest fan of really glossy, bold lips. So I've picked this up and I have high hopes for it. So keep an eye out for this in future videos. And then the final makeup item I picked up were the Tanya Burr Everyday Flutter lashes. I love these. These are the perfect middle ground between individual lashes and full strip lashes, and I just love these. I've seen them on Amelia. She wears them all the time and they look beautiful on her. I picked these up the other day and wore them out for dinner with Estee Lauder, and they literally just made my eyelashes look so pretty and fluttery, and I love these, so I would definitely recommend picking them up. I did pick up a couple of boxes. So makeup done, I have one token hair product, which is the Charles Worthington Volume and Bounce Texturizing Spray. I've got it in my hair today, so I'll let you guys decide what you think about it. I quite like it. It's very volumizing in the roots. I usually can't use a texturizing spray in my roots. It makes them clump together, look really greasy, look really gross, and I just don't want that. But this is really lovely. It gives a lot of texture at the roots. I've probably really messed up my hair by doing that. And just really gives your hair a lot of volume through the lengths, and I just think that it's great. There's a lot of product in this one can and it's very affordable. It is definitely my favourite texturizing spray that I've used so far, and I've used a lot of high-end ones. This is the one for me. I'm going to keep on using this. It's so much more affordable and much better in my opinion. So I would definitely check this out if you're looking for a more affordable texturizing spray. And then we move on to skincare, and a lot of you have been asking for a drugstore skincare favourites or a drugstore skincare routine, and my skincare is predominantly very, very high-end, and I'm not going to change that because I find that that is what works best for me. I've found the products that work beautifully for my skin, and I just don't really like to change up my skincare routine too much. But I am going to do a video on things that I would recommend, not that are necessarily in my routine, but things that have my seal of approval from the drugstore ranges. And the first thing that I picked up for this video was the L'Oreal Skin Perfection Micellar Water. I have no idea how you say it. This is basically a very affordable version of Bioderma. Unfortunately, it's nowhere near as strong, but it is still a very good contender for getting your mascara and eyeliner and the kind of top layers of your base makeup off at the end of the day. It cost me £2.49 in Boots, which was an absolute bargain. So whilst I'm waiting to get my bum over to Paris to pick up another batch of Bioderma, I'm definitely going to be using this. And next I picked up something from the Super Facialist range by Una Brennan. This whole range in Boots has my seal of approval, 100%. I've never found anything that I didn't like from that range. And recently I've been looking for a kind of hydrating face mask, and I picked up the Rose Hydrate Intense Moisture Mask. So I have high hopes for this. I've used a lot of stuff from this range and it's never really disappointed, so fingers crossed. And then we have two things from Garnier, one that I like and one that I really don't like. I'm going to get started with the one that I really don't like because I never talk about products that I don't like, and that's just for saving my breath. I don't generally talk about things that I don't like because I feel like it's a waste of my time, but shout out to the Garnier BB cream because I really was quite disappointed with this one. I've seen so many good things on it. It's one of those products that makes your skin look like skin, but not great skin, not flawless skin, not like healthy glowy skin, just bad skin, kind of greasy, kind of just emphasises everything. It's the shade Light, but it's actually dark on me, so I don't know what anyone with skin lighter than mine is going to do. I just was really disappointed with this, so don't waste your pennies on that. So then finally that brings me to the Garnier Caffeine Eye Roll-On, which is one of those gimmicky products. I'm not going to beat around the bush, it is a very gimmicky product, but I do get very kind of sore under eyes some days, especially when I'm very tired, and recently I've been going to bed super late, and this is just really nice to kind of roll on underneath your eye in the morning. It's very soothing, very cooling, it's just really nice. I can't really vouch for how well it hydrates yet, so I will kind of keep you updated on that. But if you do get very sore and puffy under eyes in the morning, if you've had a few too many late nights, I would definitely recommend picking this up. So that is it for my drugstore makeup and skincare haul. I hope you guys liked this. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, and let me know if you have any more drugstore recommendations in the comments below, because you know I love to do a good drugstore haul. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and give this video a thumbs up as I said if you liked it, and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys on Tuesday for a new vlog.